Hey everyone, welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, the channel where every ride gets the attention it deserves. Today, we are looking at a motorcycle that blends cruiser attitude with entry-level approachability, wrapped in Yamaha's unmistakable engineering. It's compact, it's bold, and it's finally here. This is the 2026 Yamaha Bolt 250, and we've got the full review coming your way. Right from the first glance, the Bolt 250 carries that classic bobber-inspired DNA Yamaha has been known for in its cruiser segment. Up front, there's a round LED headlight with blacked-out housing that gives off a tough, minimalist vibe. The forks are slightly beefier than what you'd expect on a 250cc bike, which adds to its road presence. The wide handlebars rise just enough to offer comfort without sacrificing that low-slung stance that cruiser fans love. The front fender is short and cut high to expose more of the front wheel, making the whole front look aggressive and ready for the road. When you move to the side profile, the proportions really start to impress. It has that long, stretched tank with subtle knee indents and a matte or gloss finish depending on the trim. The tank graphics are simple, letting the lines of the bike do most of the talking. The exposed frame and visible engine components remind you that this is a true mechanical experience, not just plastic and paint. You get a low seat height of somewhere around 27 inches, which makes it super accessible for riders of all sizes. And despite being a 250cc machine, it doesn't look small. It holds its own visually, especially with the chunky tires and cast alloy wheels. As we get to the back, the bobber styling continues. The rear fender is short and hugs the wheel tightly, and there's a compact LED taillight that keeps the design clean. The turn signals are separate and mounted on slim stalks. The rear end is tight, purposeful, and all about business. A solo seat gives it a custom look, though Yamaha may offer an optional passenger setup in select markets. From the mirrors to the side panels, everything feels well put together, without any excess. Now let's talk about what powers this machine. The 2026 Yamaha Bolt 250 comes with a newly tuned 250cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine. This isn't just a bored-out commuter motor, it's been specifically tuned to deliver more torque in the low and mid-range. That makes it perfect for city cruising and even light highway use. It produces around 20 horsepower and just under 20 Nm of torque, and while that might not sound huge on paper, it delivers a satisfying thump and pull thanks to clever gearing and fuel mapping. The engine is paired with a 5-speed transmission that shifts smoothly, and the gear ratios are perfectly set for relaxed riding with just enough response when you twist the throttle. The exhaust note is throaty, deeper than you'd expect from a 250, and Yamaha has clearly paid attention to making this sound feel more like a cruiser than a commuter. That character really shines in everyday riding. On the road, the Bolt 250 feels confident. It's not trying to be the fastest bike out there, but what it does offer is predictability, comfort, and just the right amount of punch for both city streets and weekend rides. The suspension is well balanced. The telescopic forks at the front and dual shocks at the rear absorb most imperfections without feeling too soft. Handling is surprisingly sharp for a cruiser, and the bike leans into corners with more grace than you might expect from its styling. Braking duties are handled by front and rear disc brakes with optional ABS, giving you reliable stopping power when you need it most. Fuel economy is also solid, with Yamaha claiming around 75 miles per gallon under normal riding conditions. Combine that with a 3.2-gallon fuel tank and you've got a pretty decent range for city commuting or longer weekend runs. It's practical and stylish, an ideal combo for entry-level riders or anyone looking for a second bike with personality. When it comes to pricing, Yamaha is aiming to make the Bolt 250 a solid value proposition. In the US market, the expected price is around $4,400 to $4,600 depending on color options and region. That puts it competitively against other 250cc cruisers, but with better build quality and Yamaha's trusted reliability. It's also an attractive choice in international markets where low-displacement cruisers are in high demand. So, what's the final word? The 2026 Yamaha Bolt 250 isn't here to break speed records or win tech awards. It's here to offer a pure, stripped-down riding experience with enough attitude to turn heads and enough comfort to keep you in the saddle longer. It's a bike that speaks to beginners who want something cool but manageable, and to experienced riders who appreciate the simplicity of a well-made, no-nonsense cruiser. It doesn't pretend to be a middleweight or a highway beast, but what it does promise, It absolutely delivers. That wraps up our review of the 2026 Yamaha Bolt 250. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe.